Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you watched the last video, you saw that Zach broke his Xterra on top of Black Bear Pass. So our next mission is to try to source some parts, find somewhere to camp, and fix his stuff, and then we're heading to the high desert of Utah. So stay tuned. If you've noticed, I've lost one of my limb risers. It's currently on the front seat. I flexed a little bit too hard going on one of this hairpin turns, and it just came apart. But it's all right. I'll get it fixed up. Not to worry. Crawl like you might. We made it to some tarmac, and we'll really air down so it kind of feels like crap. Should probably air up a little bit. Welcome to Telluride. Time to air up and hit the road.
Yeah.
So we found a junkyard in Delta. It's about 60 miles from here. We're gonna go out that direction, try to camp out for the night, and in the morning, they have Xterra parts. We'll be able to fix up his Xterra and back on the road. Well, we just made it 90 miles from where we were last. His Xterra has made it down the road without a problem. Our camp spot tonight is Wal-Mart. Never stopped at a Wal-Mart parking lot before, but it's right by the junkyard that we need to get to tomorrow. So we figure we're gonna turn in here. It's safe for the most part. There's no one here. It's pretty empty. It saves us on having to try to find somewhere to stealth camp in the woods somewhere. We don't really know the area. We could probably find somewhere, but honestly, I think everyone's beat. Zach's truck's hurt. So it is what it is. We found a free shower. They could be the Walmart sprinklers, but free shower's a free shower. That free shower was way too powerful. It about blew my face off. That was some power. It hurt. It hurt my face.
I heard that from here. I was walking to my truck and heard. You're like, oh, it's really strong. I was like, done laughing.
It literally about pushed me over. I'm not gonna lie. I literally almost fell down that hill. I figured, oh, I'll just go up farther away from it, and it would be a little bit less. Not at all. It was just as powerful, but it was free, and I'm soaking wet. It worked. And there you go, home for the night. At the very back of Walmart. Well, good morning. We made it through our sleep at the Walmart. It's really freaking windy out for some reason. I guess there's a storm coming in. This is gonna be the storm that dumps all the snow in the mountains. They're calling for like 9 inches of snow up where we were, like today and tomorrow. So I'm really glad we're not there, but we're still in Delta, Colorado right now. We still gotta get to a junkyard, pull these parts off. See, it's freaking windy. And then fix Zach's Xterra in this cold, windy, rainy Colorado day. But then after that, we're heading to Utah. So hopefully it'll be a little bit better out there, because I'm not gonna lie right now, this sucks. All right, well, let's get to it. Alright, so Zach obtained all of his parts. I fixed my other limb riser, because you know, out here in the desert, you gotta rise limbs. Because, well, I wanted to match. This wind is insane out here. Well, of course, now that I put the camera on it, it's like nice and calm. But it's pretty nasty. So we're gonna go to try to find somewhere a little bit more easier to work on his Xterra. Maybe somewhere like a car wash or somewhere that just gets us out of this freaking wind.
What's up, guys? So finally got my parts, and we're in a AutoZone parking lot, and we're gonna put them in with 30-mile-an-hour winds around us, and it's like 50 degrees,
But it's not snowing.
So what's your problem?
Oh, I don't know, actually. But what it's doing is the clutch
throttle bearing is just touching the backing plate and it's squeaking like mad. It's supposed to have an air gap there. It's not supposed to touch it. Little air gap. So I'm going to try to pull it back. I have no idea why it's doing it. Everything is brand new OEM Toyota stuff I put in it. The only thing I didn't change is the slave cylinder, but it's perfect. But I'm sure his technician caused problems because there's all weld boogers under the dashboard I conveniently found. So.
Crikey, mate. Here's a torsion bar.
So we're using this time at AutoZone to kind of go over our rigs and fix them all up. So we got Keith had a headlight out last night. Zach's still working on his. Had some problems with his clutch, and we thought we had it figured out, but I think we're gonna end up changing the clutch master. See if that fixes his problem. It's like a weird chirping noise from the throttle bearing, which is just weird. Mine doesn't need anything so far. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully we'll be out of here soon.
Ah, what the heck is this stuff? White lithium. Oh, I thought that was penetrating oil.
Nope, that's grease.
It's grease. It's okay. Actually, I needed grease. Well, the bolts are like getting sticky, and since this is aftermarket duty, and I don't like aftermarket duty, but I'm in a pinch, I'm greasing these so I can take them off later and put the Toyota one back on. But I have a weird problem I gotta find. And although I could fix it with a spring and it would never give me trouble, I just can't do that. I need to know what's wrong. So we're testing things. We're switching out the clutch master cylinder because somehow I'm getting constant pressure down by the slave cylinder by the transmission, which is making my noise. So we're just gonna try stuff. Since everyone's kind of fixing their stuff, I figured I'd join the party. I don't want to make the Nissan feel bad, All right, so I found the problem. It wasn't the master cylinder. It was actually the slave cylinder, which I thought it might have been, but it's supposed to push out and just touch on the clutch. So it's no delay when you press the clutch because it's hydraulic. But that last little bit of fluid volume that holds it against it wasn't enough to push the dirty slave cylinder out. So I, instead of switching it because I don't feel like it, because I want to put Toyota stuff in it when I get back, put a little spring in there to basically aid it in being pulled the right direction. So that little fix will keep everything from hurting itself. And when I get back to my shop, I will replace it. All right, so Zach's got his front end back together and he pulled the blocks out and we were examining them. So here's the blocks that held up the Nissan. This first block was whittled out of some old yellow pine. I believe it's yellow pine, which is a soft wood, but it did the work. See how it kind of squished? And that allowed it to basically hold tension because it got squeezed down. That was on the right side that had no torsion bar in it. This side was on the left side, and you can see the dent through it, and it actually cracked, but it stayed in there. And that kept the left side from being overworked and blowing its arm out too. So anyway, but they worked. A little bit of chainsaw action and pieces of random wood, a couple ratchet straps, and it worked. And I think what we're going to do is save these and 3D print them. Take them with us next time. You sell them on eBay.
Yay, suspension.
So high.
All right, so we're gonna clean up here and then hit the road and get out to Utah. Well, we made it into Utah, and this is where I'd be putting in a clip of the sign of entering Utah. If I had it! But of course, my camera completely went stupid and didn't film that, so you just have to take my word for it, I guess. But we're in Utah. right, guys. Well, that concludes this video of us fixing everything and getting to a new location in Utah. Next video is going to be us taking this trail pretty freaking far, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, and hopefully we find somewhere awesome to sleep tonight, and hopefully do some pretty cool wheeling. So the next video is going to be a lot of adventuring, so stay tuned for that one. But until then, you're going to have to wait. We get to do it right now. You unfortunately probably have to wait like a week. So I guess we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. This is not a TV show. This is a YouTube channel. But
Thanks for clicking on the video and watching it.
yeah,
If
press
you got
buttons.
this far.
Yeah, no one ever gets it this far. So if you can make it this far, give this video a thumbs.
Up or down?
It doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Those guys.
Catch you next time, guys.